A lot of frontal nudity in entertainment news today.
All of those stories are all the more reason why you should keep your private life private.
You gotta be
There's
careful.
a reason why it's called private. No one else other than yourself should be looking at these pictures or taking them. But now it's time to Yes, now it's time to check in with Megan Mitchell and see who she met this week. They weren't private at all, I heard.
Good.
What do you have for us, Megan?
Hey guys, Megan Mitchell here. This week I met so many beautiful people. Want to know who? Well, take a look. Good morning, Emerson. I'm Megan Mitchell here at the TD Garden for Lady Gaga's 5th Monster Ball tour in Boston. And I'm meeting her fans today. So Emersonians, meet Little Monsters. Hi, I'm Megan Mitchell. It's nice to meet you.
Hi.
I love Lady Gaga because she's ultimately changed and probably saved my life. Her music and her message is just incredibly important to me.
About the Donuts Don't Tell, it just made me cry.
Has Lady Gaga changed your life in any way?
I think I've become a more confident person because of Lady Gaga. You know, going up and dancing in front of a whole cafeteria full of students, I wouldn't have been able to do that unless it was for Lady Gaga.
And she's a great mother to her fans.
She's our mother monster. There's nothing else we can say.
I just love her. She inspires me to actually go after my dreams. Even if there's no one who actually believes in me, even when I doubt myself, she believes in me.
Obviously, there's more to Lady Gaga fans than just the kooky outfits and the fishnets. There's a genuine love for Lady Gaga and for each other that is unmatched. So little monsters, hold your head up, because baby, you were born this way. I'm Megan Mitchell, and it was nice to meet you. I had such a great time meeting so many people at the Monster Ball this week. Ryan Lee Johnson, webmaster of GagaNews.com, even told me what it meant to him to be a little monster. He said, "For me, it is the togetherness of the monster community. We're one big family who embrace our individuality together. We're not freaks, we're unique." That's all the time I have for you this week, but put your paws up for two little monsters, Terry and Anaritis.
Is that how the little monsters do it?
No, that's like Tony the Tiger on Frosted Flakes.
So,
monster.
So Megan, I don't quite understand the monster thing, but hey, you know what? Her music is very popular. I got a few of her tracks in my running playlist, but beyond that, Megan, she's got a strong following within the gay community. She's a well-known activist. What about that appeals to her fans?
You know, I think the fact that she really, really wants love for everyone. They were her first supporters, and the fact that she's so blatant about it through her new song, Born This Way, through her political activism, it definitely shows her fans and her gay following that she's very supportive and she's out for them.
Well, thank you, Megan, for introducing us to those little monsters.
But it's now time for our last commercial break, but when we come back, we will be getting our Twitter on with the Boston tweet.
Stay tuned at Good Morning, Emerson. Welcome back to GME. Today we are joined by Tom O'Keefe, otherwise known as Boston Tweet. He is the man who tweets about everything Boston, and today he is here to talk to us not just about his Twitter life, but Twitter life all around the world. Thanks so much for joining us today. How you doing?
Thanks for having me. Doing great. Very well.
So you started doing this this website and this Twitter account in 2008.
Yeah, November 08.
After a couple of failures. What eventually brought you to this?
3 or 4 failures.
Yeah.
Actually, it was the market was crashing. It started November 08, and September 08, everything was really kind of going to pits in the U.S. economy, world economy, and I had a couple startups that become worthless. Couldn't get a job, so I just figured might as well bide my time talking about when I'm going out, which I'm already doing. And unbeknownst to me, it's become a lot bigger than anything I ever expected it to be.
Yeah, and we are in that age of entrepreneurship. People are starting up their own businesses, especially online, and becoming very successful. But more about Boston Tweet is, how do you pick the places that people can go and you tweet about? I know you love Anna's Taqueria.
A tad bit.
We all do.
Yeah, we all do. But how do you pick other places? Are you fans? Do you visit often?
It's places I really know and love. It's, in all honesty, most of it's regarding what I love to do in the city, places I can or cannot go to. There's a lot of places that I can't get into. I tend to always wear my Chuck Taylor dress shoes, and there's places that welcome those there, so I really don't go and tweet about them. So it's places I just really like, and it's kind of, I think that's why it's done pretty well. It's really genuine as to what I like, not kind of promoting things that might be overall kind of boring. But
Right.
there's definitely clubs I don't talk about. There's stuff like that I don't talk about. But for the most part, it's what I like.
Now, you are very popular, so how do you keep it fresh so that it just doesn't really seem like marketing?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. I've been doing it for 2.5 years, every single day, without a day off. And trying to come up with new content is definitely difficult. As you all know, you're always looking for something to talk
Right.
about, something new. So that's kind of the biggest challenge. It's definitely an amazing job. It's an awesome job. Cannot complain. But trying to come up with that new content on a consistent basis every day, maybe 10, 15 tweets, gets difficult at times.
For sure.
February was awful. There was nothing happened in February. Snowstorms in January were great. You know, now we're getting back into Red Sox, nice weather.
Yes.
St. Pat's this week, so there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, the nice weather is definitely going to help you
It'll
out.
get me out of the house.
Yes, it'll get you out there. But you do have a lot of fans that help you out as well, a lot of people that
Yeah.
follow you. But who do you follow on a daily basis?
I tend to follow more local spots, so not the national. I'm a big techie fan, but I don't follow up on that stuff as much because I'm just so focused on what's happening in Boston. So I actually create lists on Twitter, which I think are very, very useful, and I'll follow all the restaurants and bars and kind of people that are very informative in the city. But I think some of the best in town are Joanne Chang, who owns Flower, Myers & Chang. She's just phenomenal when it comes to restaurants and tweeting food and all that stuff. Russell House is really good at doing that. So I kind of just follow the restaurants, which is a little geeky, but those are my
I love
favorites.
food. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
food in restaurants.
they make for good picks. So.
So in today's world of kind of convergence media, there are a lot of different formats to get your word out there. Do you plan on adapting as time goes on?
It's nice thing Boston Tweets become more me than just Twitter. So my first concern is Twitter goes, I'm done.
Right.
But I've tried other avenues, Facebook obviously, or Tumblr. It hasn't worked nearly as well. I know there's people that do phenomenal on Facebook. There's great Tumblr accounts that do extremely well. For me, it just hasn't really done that well. I don't know, maybe I just can't dedicate enough time to all three platforms.
Yeah.
So I've really started to focus stay focused on Twitter. Foursquare works fairly well for me too, but again, there's just so much information coming in that the more platforms you try to accomplish. Yeah,
Yeah,
it really
well,
is.
you know
Either
what they
do one
say,
well or
if it's not broke, don't fix
Yeah,
it.
that's
And if
kinda
you
what I'm
want to
thinking.
follow Boston Tweet, just go to @BostonTweet. You can follow us on GME as well, @Good Morning Emerson.
Make sure to join us on Thursday. We are going to be getting our workout on right here in the studio, and we will see you then. Remember to follow us on Twitter @GM Emerson.
Have a nice day.